I hope that you enjoy our videos, and please press like. It'll help us a lot. It's important that you all should know I make no claims to be something that what my advice is going to be worth anything. Anyone should do their own work. And I also have had history since 1975, a number of major mistakes as a result of which I've had considerable volatility in my results. And so therefore, once again, do your own work. I think I've made it clear just by the name of our newsletter that I'm not an investor. I'm not a conservative, interested person who wants to preserve wealth rather than hopefully increase it spectacularly. I'm a gambler. I'm a speculator. Part of the reason for that is that when I got into the speculative markets, I got into the American stock market, and I've been there ever since. So I definitely have a bias in terms of if I'm looking to hopefully benefit from a higher price of silver, rather than doing it as many people do, and it's very appropriate for many people to say, I want the actual silver. I want to hold it in my hand. It's been money for over 2,000 years. By contrast, I tend to say, I would rather see if there's a stock that benefits from a higher silver price. Obviously, we're talking about silver mining companies, and consider whether I own that rather than silver. Part of the reason for that is, let's say you have a company that is producing silver and they make $1 a share and their revenues are $10 a share. So they've got 10% of their revenues in producing silver comes down to the bottom line. What happens if the price of silver goes up 10%? Well, if you own silver per se, it's nice. You've made a nice 10%. But in the case of the stock we're talking about, the profits could close to double that extra 10% move in the price of silver. And the odds are pretty good that the price of the stock can go up more than 10%. That is a big plus to me. A second factor that, again, us gamblers like to look at is if you can find a silver mining stock that the stock market says, or particular brokers say, is marginable, and you've happened to read my book, The Speculator's Mosaic, you know that my career started not only because I bought stocks that moved up, but that I was able to borrow on margin, and that substantially increased the percentage gain that I got. So there are two big advantages from my perspective in owning silver mining companies in preference to silver itself. If you want a copy of my book, The Speculator's Mosaic, just check below, or it can also be bought on Amazon.